Hi and welcome to this channel. It's my first video on this channel, as you might have guessed. It's for the Mobvoi TicWatch Pro. This is the box, nice and straightforward, sliding box. Lots of detail on there telling you what it does, but you're not interested in that. You're interested in what the watch looks like. So this is it. So straight out of there, you recognise that it's a premium watch. You paid a bit of a premium price for it. You've got a nice stainless steel band. Stainless steel on the back too. It's got like a carbon fibre centre area. Nice stainless steel buttons. They're not plastic, you know, to look like stainless steel. The strap is a leather outer, which you can smell when you open the box. And then on the flip side of that is like a resin strap, basically. Nice build quality, really solid feel. It's nice and light, but yeah, it's a premium smartwatch, straight out of the box. Okay, so once it's booted up, it's a nice, clean, crisp screen, really bright. Because it's on full brightness at the moment, it keeps dimming itself off because it's obviously conserving battery life all the time. I'm not going to go into DPI here because it's not important. What you can see is what you get. That's a clear screen, as you'd expect from any watch of this sort of caliber. You know, even in the light, you can still see it. So if I put in the light there, you can still see through. So that will be direct sunlight, you know, equivalent of. Yeah, and it works. It works fast. It's the LCD second layer, which is in essential mode. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, basically it's a Wear OS, nicely moving around on it. It does everything you'd expect. Notifications, app drawer, and then obviously your fitness side of things. All at the touch of a swipe. You've got two active buttons here. The top one is used for getting into your app drawer. The bottom one can be remapped to do something else. The top one can be remapped, but you know, you need it really for your app drawer. If you press and hold it, it goes into OK Google or Google Now, whichever you want to call it. But yeah, that runs perfectly. If we just go into the apps now, it'll just keep the screen on for a second. And as you can see on the apps, we've got lots of different apps on here. Swipes through nice and easy. I'll use my other hand here because it's just a bit easier. So we've got Tick Exercise, Tick Health, Tick Pulse, the Mobvoi's own apps that are preloaded on. I think they're to do with the iOS side of things. I think just because they can use it on the iOS side of things. The other thing I would say is the Mobvoi app you have to download in order to sync the phone, etc. But I think it's just basically for Mobvoi's own apps. So don't use it for anything else. You know, my step ranking and things like that, I don't use that. I just use Google Fit. That's cross-platform, so that's what I use. Yeah, so as you see, it's nice and slick, as you'd expect. It's a premium smartwatch. It's got that nice Wear OS 2 on here. I think it's currently due an upgrade, actually, on the Wear OS side of things. I'll just quickly go into System. Give you a quick about. So there we are, TicWatch Pro, 85%. System updates. I don't think there's any updates due. You know, time, system's up to date. Yep, so it's basically that's it. So just quickly drop into that LCD mode, the second screen that's on here, just so you can see what that looks like. This is it. Basically, quick tick, tells you about the power. Got to power it off to get out of essential mode, basically. But yeah, this gives you the LCD feel. Bit of your old school 1980s watch going on there. Good thing about it does count your steps, so that's obviously hugely important. Little 4 bars down at the bottom, that's your battery life. It's currently on 80%, so each one is 20. Obviously, we've lost 10%, 20% somewhere. So yeah, just to get out of that, you've got to reboot it. So I'll just do that now. I'll just go into the usage. Okay, so it's booted back up now. Back into this mode again. So basically, I'm a huge smartwatch user. So to have a good smartwatch is essential to me, really. Battery life is a huge importance. hence why I picked this watch up. I just wanted to see what it did in comparison to my other previous smartwatches. So my first smartwatch, LG Watch, that was a decent watch for the time. Since then I've picked up various different types of watch. I've had an S2 on the Tizen. What else have I had? Mobvoi GT, which is quite recently. Got rid of that very quickly because it was awful. What else have I had? Motorola 360. And current watch, which is currently upstairs on charge, is a G-Watch Sport. I imported that from America. Couldn't get it over here, and that works really well. That's been my go-to everyday watch for a long time. This is slowly creeping in. I've had a look at watch straps a couple of times and thought, no, I don't need one yet. So this is really bought into my time, really, of no pun intended, of using a smartwatch. So I'm easily getting, when I have used it, generally on a weekend, I'm getting easy 2-3 days of normal usage out of it, which for a smartwatch is excellent. And then I've also got that option at 20%. Basically, it drops into essential mode. We had a quick look at that before. It drops into that, and it picks it up. It's a good feature to have on a smartwatch, really, for when you're out and about, long weekends, etc. You don't need to worry about taking your charger because your watch will still work. So that's the main focus really for me, was the battery life. Wasn't really the screen, wasn't really to see how slick it was, whichever way it was. And then what I would say is its features on it are good. The Wear OS 2 things are great. The mic's great for answering telephone calls. GPS tracking's good for when I want to use my maps. Generally expected, ticks all the boxes. Heart rate monitor's pretty accurate. I've done a heart rate on this, heart rate on my G-Watch to see if there's any difference, and then I've actually used a proper heart rate monitor, and yeah, they all get pretty much around the same result within a beat per minute. So we're talking pretty good. It's a nice, clear readout. You know what it's doing, and it's good. So there's lots of things that smartwatches claim to do, and this one claims lots of things, and generally it packs the punch where you want it to. It's a good smartwatch, but I've got one negative, and I'm just going to go into it now. So this is the charger. So I'll quickly get this into focus. It's a 21st century smartwatch with a 20th century charger. I just feel as though it's a little bit poor. I've got, as I said, the G-Watch. I brought this down just for comparison. It's the same type of charger from a watch that's 6 years older. So I think technology wise, you could have put wireless in here. Would it put the price up? Perhaps it would. I paid £159 for it, so I'm expecting a bit much. I'm nitpicking. I don't know, but it's it works, the charger. It's a nice fit, but it's just in the dark. It's just virtually impossible to see. You can't make out these two edges, even if it had a certain way that it slid round and it clicked into place or something like that. I don't know, or even like a little LED just above here on this side, so when you're looking at it in the dark, you could see it, and you can just quickly, which way around it goes, but just in the dark you can't see it, because this cable, it says it's 1 meter long. I think the cable's a bit short. If I'm honest, the charger's poor. The charger's not a premium charger. For a premium smartwatch, I'm expecting a better charger than this, but I might be nitpicking. But that's up to you. I won't be put off by this charger. It works. It charges the watch fast. It does everything that I expect it to do. It's just a bit clumsy, if I'm honest. But yeah, other than that, there's no real problems with it. It does everything you want it to do. It's an excellent smartwatch. So what do I think overall? Well, it's a great smartwatch. For the price that you're paying, the bang for the buck. This, I say, I picked up at £159. It's a great price for this watch. It's got the premium feel. The Wear OS 2 gives it that premium internals. Does all the syncing to everything that I want it to do. It's a good all-rounder. Ticks all the boxes. heart rate monitor, IP rated, all those things. Excels at battery life. Screen's great. As an owner, would I recommend it? Of course I would, because it's a great smartwatch. I wouldn't pay top whack price for it. Have a look around, see what prices you can get for it. Won't pay over £200 for it. But yeah, you could probably pick up a refurb version, and that'll do exactly what you'd expect. Just make sure the screen's not scratched. That's the main thing. Obviously, that's what you want it to look. And probably this bezel. As I said, there's a black bezel and a stainless steel bezel. Stainless steel won't show the scratches, I don't think. I think the black bezel, if it gets scratched, it'll be really, really apparent and just annoy you. But yeah, that's the smartwatch review. So thanks for watching. This has been my first video on YouTube. Hopefully it's the first of many. Please leave your comments below. Negative ones accepted. Please don't swear at me. But other than that, just subscribe. Hopefully get some future content up there. If you like the format of the video, or I've got any pointers for me, let me know. But yeah, just excuse the Lancashire accent. I'm from the north of England, and this is what we sound like. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers, bye.